The Corpsepaint Show welcomes you if you are into extreme metal, extreme punk, independent horror, independent music of any kind. My friend Craig Meinhardt to my right, Silver Tongue Devil. That was you screaming, right?
Yeah.
On our opening song. That's every week.
Yeah, that's great,
you.
man. It's Moonrise. That's off of our first album, Secret Demons.
Secret Demons. Moonrise. I like that song so much, man.
Ah, thank you. Yeah, that's a treat getting to hear that when I come here. So,
It's loud in your ears.
I got to say, you guys have stepped it up in the world since I've been here last. This is an impressive operation you all have going on.
Should we give a hails to Ziggy for running this whole
Hail,
board,
Ziggy.
man? And Ryler for tonight, actually.
Ryler, is that right?
Yeah.
Right on. Yeah, you guys are killing it.
Reiner. I'm sorry. Did I have it right? Reiner. Okay. I'm
Reiner, my bad.
sorry. All right. No, it's my bad. That's my
Yeah,
bad.
you don't want to screw it up with the sound guy. Yeah, rule number one.
Janie Slash is here.
Hello.
We've had a fun weekend.
Oh, we've had an eventful weekend, but
Making
it's
that
fun.
48-hour film race with Little Spark Films. It's the Mary Scary one.
Yeah.
So it's got to be a holiday-themed horror film.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, grab that Krampus right there.
I'm not touching the Krampus.
That Krampus, yeah, it needs some Lysol spray, but
You'll if you watch our movie, you'll know why, and then Craig won't want to touch it anymore. It's fine.
the big news is Silver Tongue Devil is dropping a new video and song on the Corpsepaint Show tonight.
Yeah,
Right
here,
now,
only.
shortly. Yeah.
You guys get a first listen of anybody, really.
That's so awesome. Thank you, man.
I appreciate it.
Exciting.
It's a real treat to be back, and was hoping that you would let me bother you with our new stuff. Be the first to check it out.
Of course,
So,
yes. So the name of this song is,
Full Spectrum Dominance.
Ooh.
and we have an awesome video with it. No, he was just saying that background music. We have a variety of songs in our bed.
Oh, okay.
And it's just some good metal and variety of stuff. So we're going to just keep it cranking.
Perfect.
This show is all about metal, as you know. Independent movies, independent horror, independent extreme punk. We support it all. We're the anarchists. We want to be the black sheep of all the shows. I hope we are.
Yeah, you definitely are.
Hey, I found my Eddie mask, too, man. You're welcome to wear that if you'd like.
That's my Eddie
But-
mask.
Oh,
That
that's
is-
Janie Slash's Eddie mask.
I like
That
how
is-
he's like, I found mine.
That's a badass Eddie mask. Now, which iteration of Eddie is this supposed to be?
I actually got it in a horror block box like 3 years ago.
Oh,
back
wow.
when horror block was still around. They sent it to me for Halloween.
Okay.
It's supposed to be a Halloween costume.
Well, it's badass.
Hey, I brought you a sticker. It's I'm gonna do a little close up here. This is for my friend Craig.
Nice. It's fitting.
Because you are a Silver Tongue Devil. And it's like Hammerheart Record. What is it?
Yeah, Hammerheart.
Hammerheart. Yeah, that's their
Very cool.
One of their slogans.
Awesome. Well, this will go on one of our road cases so everyone can see it. You'll see it on stage at a club near you.
Hey, so we got John joining us here in a few, right?
Yes, our guitar/bass player, John, will be rolling in here in a little bit.
So he is Spinal Tapia.
Yes.
Is that what we call him now?
Yeah.
Is that his name?
Well, that's what we
awesome.
call him.
I like that.
Yeah.
Well, I saw a post that Alex wrote, and that's what he was saying. Happy birthday to my spinal.
Spinal
Do you guys
Tap.
all have your own names? Because I know Alex is like Alex Speed, right?
Right.
And
I don't. I'm
You don't?
just Craig. So.
Oh, Craig sounds metal.
And then our drummer David.
Yeah, David
So,
Cruz. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Does
rounds
he
up.
have a name? Or is he just David? Drummer David?
Drummer David.
Drummer David.
Yes. Shout out to drummer David Cruz.
Wasn't it cool when you played at the horror convention down in Bastrop?
Yeah, that was amazing. Yeah,
Perfect combination of.
we had a great time, and it was cool to hang out with you guys at the convention
That was
and
fun.
meet a lot of cool people and get to play to a new crowd. So
We're going to show that video shortly, so we need to look right in that camera and say, "Don't go anywhere."
stay.
Full. No, let me
Wait,
start.
what are you trying
Full
to say?
spectrum dominance.
There you go.
I don't know how to talk sometimes.
Clearly not.
Hey, all right. So, and then look, I'm a little confused. Does Acoustic Devil have a new album?
So yeah, well, that's what we're working on. So right now, we are releasing a single that's Silver Tongue Devil and Acoustic Devil. So 2 new songs, going to be up all over all of the streaming sites and download sites and everywhere. And we're getting ready after the new year to go into the studio and record 2 full-length albums worth of material. We're doing a full-length Silver Tongue Devil and we're doing a full-length Acoustic Devil album. And we're not exactly sure how we're going to release it, if it's just going to be 1 and 1, or if we're going to kind of mix it up and do like an album with half Silver Tongue, half acoustic.
Yes.
So
You
I
know,
like it.
all
It'd be
right,
really cool if you did it on vinyl, like one side.
that is
Silver
very
Tongue,
much the
one
plan,
side, acoustic.
actually,
Sweet.
is we're looking to do a vinyl release.
Is it
for
going to be
this.
like cool colored vinyl?
Yeah.
Like with like a devil
Well, the
on it?
actual vinyl, I mean, we don't have all the details
Oh, okay.
figured out. We do already have like our cover art and everything like that already taken care of. So.
Awesome. Yeah, I always love it whenever people like release like green vinyl or like blood splattered vinyl. Where's the
Yeah.
one? It was like Friday the 13th, I think, where you could like move it and the blood would move inside the vinyl.
Yeah.
It was rad. I didn't get a hold of that. It sold really
Yeah,
fast.
there's some gnarly ones out there. But
I love when people are creative with that stuff.
yeah.
This is very, very cool. Now, are you implying that maybe some of the songs also will be electric guitar and acoustic in the same song?
No. We do keep them pretty separate. That's kind of the thinking behind labeling one Acoustic Devil and one Silver Tongue, because we wanted Silver Tongue to remain as heavy as it could be, and then we wanted the acoustic thing to be its own entity on the side. So, we didn't want people to be confused and be like, well, which is it? It's like, well, they got separate names. So the one is all acoustic and the one is all electric. And we don't really have any plans coming up to like combine them or anything like
All right,
that.
gotcha.
We just wanted to keep Silver Tongue super heavy and then have the acoustic thing be its own unique little band.
With its own unique songs, right?
Yeah,
That-
well, we're working on that too. I mean, at this point, most of the songs that we play are essentially covers of ourselves.
Right.
It's like we cover Silver Tongue Devil songs, and then we'll also throw in our live sets some covers of bands we love, like Satyricon or Immortal or Danzig or whatever, Slayer, that type of thing.
I like that because it's familiar music. Whenever
Right.
you're playing acoustic, it's like, oh, I know that song, but it sounds different. So it's
Right.
really neat because it's still familiar, but it's new,
Yeah.
which is cool.
Yeah.
And the Black Sabbath song about Lucifer.
Yes.
Yes, that's my favorite.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, and then you start playing that. I'm like, holy shit! I forgot about this song and how great it is.
Yeah. That's one of NIB. Yeah, that's one of our very
Yeah.
favorites. So huge Black Sabbath fans, obviously, but very much where we're coming from.
Now you guys came in studio. We were in another studio like a while back.
Right. It was like 2 studios ago.
Yeah.
But
It
was, yeah.
We did. We played some acoustic songs.
That
and
was
that was
exciting.
awesome.
I like that. That was
Yeah.
cool. You guys set up and did that.
So we got a big Post-it note here for STD and Acoustic Devil.
There you go.
Mr. Meinhardt is lead mind molder of both. Can we say that?
Yeah. Well, how
sure
about,
the
how about
songwriting
this?
shared-
Just
yeah, okay.
lead vocals on both.
All right.
So,
all right, yeah. It's collaborative.
Yes.
All you guys are talented.
well, yeah.
All your guys are
Yeah.
talented.
Them much more than me, but yeah. So
Well, come on. Whatever you say, man.
right.
You're all
I hear you.
talented in different ways. You're
Right.
all contributing
Well-
factors, which is great.
Right.
Just every show, I'm more impressed with Tapia, and your drummer is doing great, and then of course Alex, man, he's got, I call him spider fingers,
Right.
You know, it's up and down.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, he's a character, and live shows are where he brings it. So he's always got a big smile plastered on his face, and he's got his own unique stage presence going on, which is great.
does.
It's great. So
He makes a lot of faces.
absolutely.
I poked fun at him a little about that sometimes.
Nah.
Wait, are we talking about Alex still?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I like when he does Acoustic Devil because he has the exact same energy. Like
Yes.
he's playing like heavy metal, but he's like playing acoustic, which is great, but he's so into it.
Yeah.
Like it's exactly the same.
Yeah.
We should call
It's
him like
amazing.
the
It's
Serbian
wonderful.
Slayer, or I don't know, the
Right, there you
Serbian something. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know.
That'll work.
He will never let you forget where he's from.
No.
Are you guys hearing me okay? Because I keep dropping out a little.
I can hear you because I'm close.
I
but
think it's your
low in the mic.
headset
Yeah,
because the headset has to shorten it.
Okay. All right.
Because mine
So
was doing that last week.
we have some cool pictures of Silver Tongue Devil.
Oh.
I took the variety of gigs, but let's just roll through them, man. I like seeing you live, and of course I love this banner. You've got the white version, the black version,
Right.
black on white, white on black. I like it a lot.
It's got the pan figure on there.
Oh, okay. Talk to me.
Yeah. So that's just the concept is of our logo. We just call him Emperor Pan.
Okay, so pause that one right there, Reiner. To me, there is no better logo in metal than that image right there.
Yeah,
Look how badass it is.
We lucked out. We have a photographer friend that will sometimes come out to our shows at Wits End, and he made it to that particular show, and he took some gnarly pictures for us. And then I saw that one, and I was like, I'm gonna fuck around with that one, and I just ended up making that.
So
logo
you
out of it.
added the.
I just did the
script,
lettering.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it looks great.
Oh, right on. Yeah, we were real happy with it.
I like it a lot, man. That's a great image for a band.
Yeah, cool.
So let's just scroll through them. We got a few more. You guys, all right. So this is in Deep Ellum. There's
Deep
with
Ellum.
David on the drums.
Outside of Brain Dead Brewing on the streets of Deep Ellum.
You're headbanging, and my camera wasn't fast enough to capture it clearly. But
Right. Yeah. It's blur. I'm normally a blur in most pictures.
okay, and look at Johnny's just a beard.
Right. He's actually trimmed that down, but
I like this one too.
yeah,
It
just
looks-
a basic logo,
3D
right?
coming at you. All right, so let's talk about Warlord, man. This is your thing too.
Yeah. So started doing a podcast with some friends in a Denton band called Diesel Beast.
Right.
Great band, good friends, and they approached me. They were like, "Hey, would you want to like co-host?" And I was like, "Sure," you know. And their guitar player, Jason Rochester, is an amazing sound guy. He actually works at a place called Mockingbird Sound up in Denton. He's a professional recording engineer. He does sound at like the State Fair of Texas and like live gigs and all that kind of stuff. And he does what Ziggy does on ours, but we don't have visual. It's just audio only.
Yeah.
And then we post it on YouTube.
Well, there we go. There's your Facebook page.
Yep.
All right, and so you're recording these is it like every couple weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we record more often than that, but right now we're on a once every 2 week release schedule. And
gotcha.
we're looking to move it up to one a week. We just wanted to have like a few in the can
In the can.
just in case there was ever any kind of disruption. That way we don't miss a release show.
So it's Warlord Radio Podcast is the Facebook page.
Yes.
And obviously your YouTube channel, Warlord Radio.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's if you look it up on YouTube or Twitter or anything like that, we had to put it backwards. It's Radio Warlord.
Okay.
Just as far as domain names. But if you just like Google like Warlord Radio Podcast, you'll find it.
Yeah,
So-
gotcha. Hey, here's another logo of the band. I've got this.
Oh, shit. There it is. He's got one of our old school shirts on there. Yeah. That's awesome, man.
I like this shirt.
Yeah. I like those buttons, too. 100% Satan approved. Infamous. Those are our good friends from Denton. Shout out to them.
Is there a STD button on this?
No.
I think I had one, Craig, and it fell off.
It might have fallen off. I'll get you a new one.
It was at one of your gigs, and then someone stomped on it, and I thought,
Yeah. That happens to some of mine, too. They get broken off. But
all right. So we were scrolling through some pictures. So Warlord, let's stay on that topic for a minute. All right. So Badass, it's your radio podcast. You got a variety of guests, and usually it's all metal music related.
Well, it's mostly, but we're a little bit all over the place, like on purpose. So we just kind of go after anything that interests us. Cool. So we've definitely had metal bands from the area on there. We've also had like professional wrestling fans come on there, talk about professional wrestling. We've had a professional photographer. We had a cryptozoologist come on the show and talk about Bigfoot hunting and research and stuff like that. We've had a sociologist teacher that teaches horror in his classes come on to the show and talk about horror. Yeah. So it's really just kind of a grab bag of stuff that we thought was cool. Badass. So it ranges to a little bit like you guys, but in a different format. It's anything, music, art related. That's just kind of underground.
Yep. Good. So good. So we're kind of a brotherhood there.
Yes, very much.
Let's help each other because I like what you're doing, and let's support the underground.
Absolutely. Well, you guys have done an amazing job. You're the big dogs. You guys have the most crazy visual, over the top podcast going. With a huge array of guests, like internationally and all that kind of stuff. Horror guests. You've had people from Ash vs. Evil Dead on here. You've had Norwegian black metal bands on here. You've had local bands on here like us and Crop Dust. So, you guys are killing it. Thank you. We're very much low guys on the totem pole. We're just trying to get out there and do something a little different.
I like it. I think it's good.
Agreed.
Thank you.
There's room for everybody.
Agreed.
Thank you. I think my mic and headphones are better now.
Okay.
Yay.
All right. So look, let's talk about this. So this is on winter solstice. Did you know that? That's next, 2 Fridays away.
Right.
So
ooh, I like that flyer.
Big night at Wits End in Deep Ellum, Dallas.
Yes.
And you got the curvy girl who appears to be completely nude.
Yes.
And the long tongue right in front of her.
She's
and
serving him.
Yeah. Forgive my impure thoughts, Mr. Craig, but I like this artwork there, man.
Oh, it's amazing. It's obviously I didn't do the artwork and I wasn't able to find the artist's name, but I pulled it off of a cult website and wanted to use it. Just really dug the imagery. I just like that kind of thing.
So get your ass out to Wits End on Friday, December 2-1.
Right. And then the following week. So we're finishing out the year at Wits End. Our final 2 shows are Friday the 21st and then Friday the 28th.
Great.
So we're playing
both at Wits End.
Yeah, both at Wits End. We're playing consecutive Fridays there, and we're closing out the year. We haven't played there in a little bit. It's been a little bit of time. We've been playing other places, and we're excited to go back.
But you would agree it's a great venue.
Oh, love it.
Yep.
Love it. It's definitely one of our home bases.
It's my favorite venue.
Yeah, it's great.
Will we hear Full Spectrum Dominance, of course?
Yes. Yes, definitely.
And you've played it live before.
We have.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've as we've been working on our album, we've been kind of testing some of the songs live just to see how they play, and it's also helpful for us to do that a few times before you go in the studio. But we haven't played everything that we've written. So we've played live technically 4 of the new songs that we have.
Has everybody been pretty receptive to them and liked them?
I mean,
yes.
So far we've gotten good feedback for sure.
That's good. That's good.
It's one of those things that naturally at shows people like to hear the stuff that they know. Mm-hmm. And I'm the same way. It's like if I go see Iron Maiden, I want to see Number of the Beast. But for the people that have heard the new stuff, they've been very complimentary and they seem to like it. So hopefully we're going in the right direction with it.
I always like hearing new stuff from like bands that are more current, putting out lots of new material. But when you go to see that nostalgia show, like Iron Maiden or something like that, you're wanting to hear all your favorites. You're not like, oh, new song. What?
Right.
No. I mean, that's cool, but can you just play like all the albums I like?
Right. All the stuff I know. Yeah. So we try to mix it up. You like that quote there?
Yeah, I like your favorite about it.
Right on.
So I'm going to give you a, this is one of our big stickers here. Full Spectrum Dominance.
There it is.
These are my oversized sticky notes. Yeah. So we're going to show this in a minute. Full Spectrum Dominance from Silver Tongue Devil.
Coming up soon.
Yes. Mm-hmm. All right. Now, we were talking about scrolling through some of those pictures. You've got your gig coming up on the 21st. Janie / and I like to party on that night because it's
The solstice.
longest darkness,
Yes.
right? Dark night in North America.
Because it's the solstice, yes.
Yes, and it looks like there's gonna be naked girls at your show. I'm just kidding. Are there other bands opening?
Yes, yeah, we're playing with a full lineup of bands.
All right.
We just also like to create our own flyer for shows.
Sure.
So we will do one where we promote everyone, and then do one where we promote us.
Absolutely.
But no, we're playing with a killer lineup of bands: Beer Break,
Yep.
K-Hole,
Yep.
Barrage, and us.
Cool.
So it's gonna be a good time.
It's a great lineup.
You'll end the night.
Yes,
Or-
yeah, we're the headliner.
Yeah,
so
yeah, cool.
we play midnight.
Yeah, on December 21st.
That's right.
awesome.
We play the witching hour.
The witching hour.
Right.
Now, what we normally try and do is build a Viking ship and then light it aflame.
No,
in our backyard
no.
pool.
Every year he wants
And,
to do that, but I always say no.
Yeah, so I ordered.
Before
Send
you
it out over the Trinity
Before
River.
you think that I'm a terrible person, he wants to do it backyard in our pool, and the ship he bought was plastic.
So I bought this ship, and I thought, all right, I'm gonna light it aflame on
Is
winter
there like a
solstice.
little
It's
sailboat?
plastic. We're not
It
lighting
was a
plastic.
Viking. It was a Viking longship.
It was. It was like one of those model kits that he bought. I was
So-
like, we'd have to make it out of popsicle sticks.
Janie
Get a little
Slash
wood one. Get a
pointed
little-
out to
Yeah.
me that it was plastic and that we better not burn that.
I tried putting it together, and then I was like, "Fuck this," because
Right.
I was trying to be nice. I wasn't gonna burn it, but I was like, "We could look at it, and we could like maybe like throw like red and yellow tissue paper at it to make it look like it's on fire."
Do any Silver Tongue Devil fans have the patience to put together a miniature Viking longship?
We won't be
for
burning
me?
it.
And bring it here next week, please.
We won't be burning
And
it.
We will light it aflame in the
definitely be
parking
burning
lot.
it.
I
No,
assure
we
you.
will not. He's joking.
You got to shoot it with a lighted arrow, and then
Yeah.
then it ignites while it's on the water.
And he won't take me axe throwing. That has nothing to do with that, but I feel like that would help me with my aim if I were going to shoot an arrow at something.
That is kind of a Viking thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So that's 21st and 28th, 2 Fridays in a row
Yes, sir.
to close out the year, man, at Wits End. Badass.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We are going to get to the song soon, I promise. But John will be here, and we should
Yeah.
have him here to
Absolutely.
for the
Our
big occasion.
guitar player
I
/
agree.
bassist will be rolling in here any minute.
Yes, very good.
So we'll go ahead and have him here. Might as well since he's in it.
There are a couple other photos that I'd like to scroll through of Silver Tongue Devil. Just got a variety of stuff. I think we had a couple more. All right. So we got this one, and I like the way you put the banners on each side. It kind of balances it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this is the one, of course, with John the Beard over there,
Right.
Mr. Spinal Tap.
He looks like he's all beard.
Right. Beard man.
Beard Man. And that one, so maybe we did go through them all. Okay.
That's all you got?
And then the awesome logo that is kind of in that blue color that you created.
Right.
I like that a lot, man. So we're actually trying to use that. I think we've got that as our backdrop. right
Oh,
now
wow.
On the green screen.
Oh yeah, yeah. There you go.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Nice.
All right. So full spectrum dominance, and then the other image you sent me was that the title of the Acoustic Devil song or Acoustic Devil?
Yeah, so I sent you the singles for the Silver Tongue Devil, which is Full Spectrum Dominance, and then the single for Acoustic Devil, which is Spawn of Subhuman Copulation.
Love that title. All right. So that is a single or the.
A single is 2 songs, even though they call it a single. So, like a lot of
Okay,
times when a band will release a single, it'll be 2 songs. And we did that, but one is Silver Tongue and then one's acoustic. So,
It's so good to see you, man.
thank you so much for having me back.
Need to have STD back here more often.
It's great to be here. Yeah,
Do, man.
Yeah,
God.
we're always down.
So are you guys taking a break after the first of the year to go in the studio and record, or are you still going to be performing while you're recording?
A break for us. Yeah, we will be probably going to be recording in March.
There's Mr.
Okay.
Tom.
Looking to go in the beginning of March.
Come on over here, John. Come on. Yeah, right
There he
there.
is.
We got a spot for you. Oh, yeah. Good to see you.
But yeah, we will also be playing shows in January and February, March, and stuff like that.
Okay,
Just not
cool.
as many.
Got it.
So instead of playing like every weekend, we'll play like maybe like once a month,
That's good. I like
and then record the album. And then once we record it, it'll actually take a few months to not only like get it mastered, but then to send it to the pressing plant, get advertising for it, have everything ready to have a release. So
that. Gotcha.
Just, yeah. All right,
I
Mr.
like that you
John,
guys
you're
keep
here.
playing.
Welcome.
there he is.
Yeah, step up to the mic, man. We want
Better-
to hear your
Better
sexy
late than
voice.
never. You got
Yeah, I have
earphones here
these,
too.
Yeah, I have the same stools in my my apartment. It's kind of cool.
Oh, good. Okay, bar stools.
Yeah.
So we try and there we go. All right, Mr. John. And what I tell people is that you slay on the 4-string and the 6-string.
I try, yeah. I did a little bit, yeah.
So
So if you guys have seen the show, sometimes I'll play bass or guitar or half bass, half guitar. I'm not sure. You probably talked about it already. We played an acoustic show last night where I played acoustic
no,
guitar.
let's talk about that. We haven't touched on that yet. So,
Okay.
So go ahead, John.
Cool. So we're out at the Black Sparrow. Hey, that's a good picture. Over in Taylor, Texas. Really cool place, really homey, really good people out there. And we played an acoustic set with Knockin' the Grim.
Yes.
Another cool band that we had the chance to play with. And so that's what we do. So we do our heavy metal set on acoustic.
Right.
Unrelentless. We still tremolo pick. We still triplet. We still do everything just as heavy as the
You
electric.
still pick, yeah. And so it's just you three, kind of the three guys instead of the 4-piece when you do
Right.
it.
Yeah. No drummer. That's the only difference. Is no drummer for the acoustic sets.
So tell us a little about Taylor, man.
That's really all I know down there. Is the Black Sparrow. It's really cool town, really small, really nice lights they had. Looked really clean, so that's kind of unusual.
And so Knock 'em the Grim, are they kind of a dark wave?
It very unique, but they have a girl that plays viola. They have a guy that plays the violin. They have a guy that plays keyboards, and he also plays clarinet. So they play like neo-pagan folk.
Love it.
With some electronica mixed in there, and then they all wear animal heads while they're playing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, it sounds.
So like last night, I posted like a little short clip of them playing, and I put music for a witch's Sabbath. That's what it reminds me
I saw
of.
that post.
Well, I saw
It's very witchy music in a good way.
I saw the post too, but I don't recall the animal heads on the musicians for
Yeah.
that picture. The one picture, but maybe it was just me.
It's
But-
all good.
So, all right. Speaking of animal head, that's our Krampus right there.
Right on.
And that's our other Krampus there. And that's our Eddie,
There you go.
and that's our John Tapia, the redhead.
Hey, I'll take it. Dude, I really like the space, by the way.
Isn't it cool?
I know. I was blown away when I came in here. I was like, wow.
It's kind of our new. This is our new studio. Been here a few months. You were asking me. It's 6 months, something like that. We've been here.
Right.
And yeah, we like it a lot, and we still got Ziggy on the board taking care of
Yeah.
us. So
Yeah. He met me at the door. He's so sweet.
we need to get onto something, and that is your song.
There you go. Let's do
Ziggy,
it.
do we have
Let's
thumbs up? Are we good with now the world premiere of Full Spectrum Dominance? We've made
do
people
it.
wait too long.
Right.
Let's do this.
Let's do it. So, enjoy.
face. Guitar sounded so good, vocals sounded good, drums right there.
Right. Yeah.
And you're playing 2 guitars.
Yeah.
You look a little different because your beard is fuller now, but
Right.
Yeah, I didn't mean for that to happen, especially before
Well,
the
we were
video.
looking at a picture earlier where you had the long beard.
Yeah.
And then in the video you got the short beard. Yeah. So-
oh wow, isn't that something?
well, I'm glad you liked it.
Yes. All right. So the story, they bear with me a second here.
We're good. Ziggy making some adjustments real quick.
Just trying to make sure I'm on.
Shout out to sound guy.
Let's share this one for a second.
Engineer's amazing.
Okay, so look, you're singing about deception. You're singing about. Take me through kind of what he's having flashbacks. This is a veteran having flashbacks about the evils of war.
Yeah, that's the concept that we were going for in the video is that here's a guy on his deathbed that is kind of like the last thing that he sees before he dies, and he is flashing back. He's seeing battles that he's been in, and he's seeing just kind of like an overview of that military-industrial complex and what it leads to. And he just has an epiphany of the futility of it all
Yes.
right before he dies.
Yes.
And the last thing you hear is his final heartbeat.
Nice, and so that's what your lyrics are about.
Yeah.
Is
The lyrics are not so much tied to that. The lyrics are just a satirical look at a real phenomenon that they call full spectrum dominance. Full spectrum dominance is complete domination of air, space, and cyberspace.
And is this what our military tries to achieve?
Yes, that is our stated foreign policy. So to have just complete domination over everything.
Each spectrum.
So there's been a number of books and interviews of people given that talk about the dangers inherent of that kind of trying to just have complete domination of the planet. Is that it actually increases the risk that you're under. It's imagine like being like the biggest bully, everyone wants to knock you off. So it's a kind of a satirical look at kind of the same thing that Doctor Strangelove is about.
Yes, nice. There you go. Good reference. And the song War Pigs maybe, or I'm sure there's many
Same
others.
vein.
But, yeah,
You get
kinda,
it.
Kind of
You know what I
same
mean?
vein. I like it, man. I like the setting. I like the appeared to be abandoned house.
Yeah.
The hallway shoot. I like that, man.
Well,
And,
we looked out like crazy for the video shoot because my actor was Scott Reese, my good friend, who's my buddy from Texas Frightmare Weekend.
Yeah.
And I had asked him to be the actor in the video, and he was gracious enough to accept. And he asked where I was going to do it, and I didn't know for sure. I had done some location scouting, but we were looking for like just kind of like an abandoned, building shack or whatever. And his son was actually doing a haunt out in Prosper, where they had taken over an abandoned like row of buildings that was going to be demolished after the haunt season.
Yeah.
So he literally called me up one day and he's like, "Hey, we've got this location today if you want to go out." So we hauled ass out to the location, shot everything that we could while there was any kind of daylight going on, and lucked out because like a day later they demolished the whole thing.
Oh.
But it was a compound that was inhabited by a group of illegals that got run off, and they had like a full like chicken run. And like everything was abandoned, and it already looked like it was partially demolished anyway. So it just worked perfect as a location.
What was the haunt called?
Phantoms of Prosper.
See, we were just with him yesterday. Alex Snyder.
Oh.
Phantoms of Prosper
Is that
haunt.
his?
Yeah, it was. He ran
Okay,
it.
well, it's a friend of ours we spent the day with yesterday.
There you go.
Alex Snyder.
We filmed it. We filmed at his house for our filming location.
Okay. That's cool. Right on.
We also filmed at an Alex Snyder location
There you
yesterday.
go.
Yeah.
Shout out to him.
You know what I like too is the 4-piece. You got the camera above you, and for some reason that just appeals to me. It's a tight, and that's kind of the message to me. This is a tight ass band that is just all one unit,
Right.
firing on all cylinders, in your fucking face.
Yeah.
And okay, did I blow
I'll just say
you out?
we're not a tight ass band though.
Nah.
Just for the record.
And I'm thinking, how did John change guitar so fast? Man?
Right.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. No. It's so cool, and Alex sounded strong, and just I don't know. I like that.
Perfect.
It seems like every big band does I don't know. I have an image of when they do the tight little four unit in a room, you know, or on a stage. You know, the Stones do it. Rammstein does it. You know, they do the tight little stage.
You had Metallica did it in the box in the mirror.
Yeah.
Made,
Yeah.
So-
Next time we'll have it spin around.
Yeah, we're gonna have a
We'll work on
tetrahedron.
it.
You know,
Yes.
Oh man. Remember, you know, and this is old school, but Keith Emerson had that piano that would
Right.
raise up and
Yes.
spin around,
There
and
you go.
and then Tommy Lee, right, the drum
Right.
set, yeah, of course. So
we're just spin Craig around on stage next
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
So be sure to come out for that.
I'll be
Well,
hanging
my-
on it upside down.
we're gonna hoist you up, man. In
Yeah,
a harness,
suspension.
and
I'll be suspension over the audience.
We're gonna teach you some aerials, man.
Right.
System of Down. Yeah.
But
Right.
don't
Yeah.
drink too much before.
Do you know any aerials?
Oh no.
You've never
No.
been on a Lyra?
No.
Never?
No.
Never hasn't happened yet?
Uh-uh.
Oh, see, I would have felt like you would have.
Janie Slash.
That's the wife.
Yeah.
That's her area of expertise.
Cool.
Craig's
know enough
wife
to
used
know
to
to
be
stay
my
away.
aerial teacher back in the day. I don't do aerials anymore.
Hello to Kim.
Hello, Kim.
Hello, Kim. Hello. I hope you're watching, Kim. And Carrick, man, you know your buddy too.
Carrick and Jason.
And Jason
from Warlord Radio.
So, and Carrick's in
DB.
Diesel Beast.
Yes, and
Yeah,
Jason.
and
They're
Jason.
both in Diesel Beast.
Yeah. And
Good
John-
friends of ours, great band.
Yes, Diesel Beast.
You would love
Kick-ass.
to have them. You should totally have them on this show. They're wizards in metal. That's totally their thing.
Awesome.
Great.
Carrick said this. And
Yeah.
the chat.
Oh, yeah. If we're giving shout outs, I actually want to give a shout out to the Infamous on your
Yeah,
lapel
and the
there.
Infamous.
Yeah.
They just had a new release too.
Yeah. We're to catch up with those guys, Spencer. Love
Yes,
you, man. Riley.
Spencer's great.
Yep. Good Denton band that is now playing more and more in Dallas. We love those guys.
I think
Yeah.
they played like Deadly Sin's second or third show after
yeah.
we finished. Yeah.
Way back.
Way back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they wrote a song about Janie Slash and the Deadly Sins.
Yeah, they wrote a song. It was called like Elm Street Cabaret. It was about Deadly Sins burlesque.
Nice. I'll have to ask them about that.
Yeah.
Right on.
They
But-
sent it to me. It was so cute.
Elm Street Cabaret, and they mentioned everyone in the burlesque troupe. But look,
time,
speaking
yeah.
of songs, can people purchase that now on Bandcamp or
So tomorrow is going to be the premiere where everything's available online. So yeah, anywhere that you can look for it, it'll be on iTunes, Spotify, Rhapsody, Google, Amazon Music, everything. Both Full Spectrum Dominance and then Spawn of Subhuman Copulation by Acoustic Devil are going to be everywhere when you wake up
tomorrow?
in the
All right.
Yeah.
So tomorrow's a big day.
Christmas, like a
yeah,
little Christmas
yeah, like
tree.
Christmas.
All right.
You wake up and it's there for you. So yeah, please check it out. We hope you all enjoy it. This is all in anticipation of the album release that we have coming up next year.
Yes, 2019. Hopefully, in like the first part of the year, whenever you got it put together.
Yeah. So we're going in the first part of the year to record it, and then after we're done recording, it'll take us a few months just to get everything in order and ready, so that we have the album out and we got some advertising behind it and all that kind of good stuff.
John, is there a preference of where you want someone to go first to buy this? Does it help you most if they go to Bandcamp or
LimeWire is good.
Yeah, yeah. Napster.
Napster.
You
Okay.
ever heard? Yeah, it's pretty good.
all right? All right.
Torrent it. You know,
Good.
that'd be kind of cool.
Well, so you can show good numbers or whatever, but no real preference. All right.
Just get in your ear.
Anywhere that, I mean, just look up Silver Tongue Devil, and then you'll find the links to us because it'll be everywhere.
One word. Silver Tongue Devil.
Yeah, Silver Tongue Devil.
yeah. All those words together.
TONGUE.
Everything is like everything is
Have you
three.
seen it spelled
Everything is in
different
three.
ways?
Right. Yeah. But, total accident, but yeah.
Everything is in three words, and yeah, like remember Dimmu Borgir?
No, but
all
Silver
their
Tongue Devil's
releases?
one word.
You're right. Okay.
There you go.
But we are all hailing Silver Tongue Devil, STD today, Spawn of Subhuman Copulation and Full Spectrum Dominance, Warlord Radio, and we love you guys. We love you, man.
Love
And-
coming out here.
Yeah.
You guys are great, and we always have a good time when we get to hang out with you guys. So it's always a pleasure, whether it's in Wits End or out in Bastrop or anywhere
Good.
else.
Yeah, or Texas Frightmare. Look,
Frightmare,
Look,
absolutely.
Could the argument be made that this is the hot spot for metal in
Yes.
the nation?
Absolutely.
I agree.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It's there's a lot going on in the underground. The underground is really strong right now in the Dallas Fort Worth area for a lot of stuff, like not just music, but movies. You guys are
Yeah.
working with Little Spark Films, and they're out there killing it. There's a lot of independent artists around here, and there's a lot of activity. things go in waves, right? And sometimes the scene will move around and stuff like that. But right now, it's definitely going strong in this area.
Who filmed your video?
I did.
It's your own production.
Yeah,
Great.
so I did everything except for, as I mentioned, Scott was our actor.
Yeah.
But I had actually planned to get a professional cinematographer out. He was going to shoot it. I think he's actually going to end up shooting. Yeah. He's going to end up shooting our Acoustic Devil video.
All right, cool.
But it fell on me just because we end up only having our location one day.
Yeah.
And we didn't know that going in. So I got a call on the day saying, hey, we got like 6 hours to go knock this out. So
Is your camera charged?
I grabbed my camera and we went out there. So
John, we love you, man. And all hails to Alex and David as well.
yes.
So
Shout out to the rest of the band.
The rest of the band. We're proud to have half the band here.
Yeah.
We are very proud to have half the band here.
Right on.
We are. John, it's so good to see you, man.
Good to see you, brother.
And Craig, we
too
love
long.
you. We're going to say adios, and actually we're going to transition with a because we got to bring in ManifestiV, but we're going to transition with a cool a trailer for a horror movie about wild pigs. It's called Boar.
Nice.
So
I'd watch that.
Did you see
But-
the new horror movie about llamas?
I did not.
Llamas?
Yeah, llama.
No, I didn't.
Like Llamageddon, I think. I don't know.
That sounds like a trauma movie.
Yeah.
Probably.
Man, so please come back soon. We'll stay in touch, and happy winter solstice. We'll see you, if not on the 21st, on the 28th.
Correct.
And
Both
and
at
all.
Wits End.
Yes.
And thank you all so much for allowing us to come back and invade your show. It's a great pleasure to be here on the Corpsepaint Show. Everybody support these guys. They do amazing work, and they support the scene of all kinds. So
And make a purchase tomorrow on one of those sites for full spectrum dominance.
full spectrum dominant
Do it.
Silver Tongue Devil.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
That was a good way to go out.
Well, wait, was that
I like
Boar?
that.
I think that was Boar.
Okay, cabin fever is officially set in. I suggest the next town we come to, we pull over and get some grub.
Good idea.
Sounds great.
Something's been tearing the fences down there at the old Madison's farm.
Found a few sheep too. Something's killed them, yeah.
Well, what, all 9 of them?
There's nothing out there except dust and ruse. That's a load of shit, Ernie, and you know it.
Okay, cabin fever is officially set in. I suggest the next town we come to, we pull over and get some grub.
Good idea.
Sounds great.
Something's been tearing the fences down there at the old Madison's farm.
Found a few sheep too. Something's killed them, yeah.
Well, what, all 9 of them?
There's nothing out there except dust and ruse. That's a load of shit, Ernie, and you know it. You remember that smash up on the highway coming into town, right? About 12 months ago? They couldn't find the couple. All the police found was the wrecked car. I was driving back from Bob's place in my truck, and I saw something in the paddock, about 300 or 400 metres off. When I hit the spotty on it, it was a boar. Ready?
Creature features? Because
I love creatures.
You love creatures
and I love
and-
features, so it seems like the combination of both.
and you're celebrating obviously Krampus week.
Obviously.
Because- yes. And here's our other Krampus. I wanted to show you.
I've heard.
Oh,
I've heard
cool.
he's been places.
Yeah, don't touch the Krampus.
You've heard that already.
Yeah, like. And then he asked me to touch it. It's so endearing.
No. Oh, okay. All right.
Don't
We're just
touch
going to
the
set it right
Krampus.
there.
I'm getting conflicting information here.
This is what I can touch.
Oh yeah.
This is fucking awesome.
Thank you so much.
Oh, God is a Martian.
Thank you. Indeed.
And
The Martian is also transparent on the green screen. I like that.
Oh, nice.
Did you see that?
Oh, no,
Wait, hold it back
we,
up.
We hold it.
Hold
we,
it back up.
Let's have
Oh,
Eve
yeah,
hold
that's
it.
right,
Eve, would
'cause
you
it's
please
It's
do
magical.
the honor?
It's magic. Look, now it's yes.
Well, wait, do that again.
There you go.
I can see through you.
Sorry, I thought it was really cool. I know it's fun, right?
Wow.
We are
wait.
celestially connected.
Speaking
Yeah.
of magic,
We are.
It's a black hole.
It's magic.
Yeah. It is
You got a
magic.
CD that you can see through that plays.
Yeah. Yeah. It's you know, you guys
Well,
remember
2018,
compact
man, you
discs?
know?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Can do that.
From a minute ago.
This is your awesome new release that was released on a day that will live in infamy, December 7th, and that was combined with your big party over at Curtain Club,
Yes, sir.
and that was a wild night.
Very.
A wild night, I'm told.
Yep.
And so, all right, so I know you're proud as hell. Let's put it back in front of us here of the new release. And for people who are unfamiliar, Eve plays vibraphone. Paragraph plays a mean, energetic guitar,
Thanks.
jumping up and down, and it works. It's the yin and the yang, like you said once before, right? It's
She's like, I was discussing this with Chad Lovell. Shout out, Course of Empire. He does sound at Curtain Club. And I was asking him about my guitar tone, you know, like geek to geek. And I'm like, yeah, well, you know, sometimes it's a little out of control. He's like, well, for what you guys are doing, you need a little bit of chaos, because Eve is like a temple in the middle of this like kind of smoky post-apocalyptic world
Right,
that I'm
yeah.
like building and sifting through and trying to find my way through, because it's all foreign to me, because I don't know where I am most, if not all the time.
dystopia, but there's beauty in it.
Yeah, and it's
There's the beauty.
center right,
Right.
there. Yeah,
To your right.
yeah, absolutely.
Because it ain't you and I.
Yeah, well,
Okay,
you know,
maybe you. Maybe.
you know, masks serve their purpose. Hers actually gives her clean oxygen, because, you know, Dallas has some of the dirtiest air. Even though we love it to death, there's an awful lot of concrete dust, thanks to, you know, highways we can't stop building, etc. But every city has its problem. I mean, Shanghai and China, all the air is completely brown, and we were there and just stepped into it for a second, and so anyway.
Well, Eve, what is the impact from your fans? What is the impact for your fans with this release? I mean, they should be shouting and doing roundabouts, right?
Well, I mean, that would be ideal.
And yielding before the end of the
It
roundabout,
seems
of course.
pretty well received, actually, the album.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, our
Thank you.
reviews and just people to people, and even blogs and press and everything from family. Like my very, you know, pun or not intended, God bless her, Christian mom was even like, "How was the release? Oh, it's great. It's really awesome." And we've had like deep discussions about the title, and it's done a lot of what we've intended, which is to open up people's minds to the impossible infinity of perspective.
Yep.
So
And like the story tells, in this one, that you can order this, right? And there it is,
Absolutely.
right there. It is, right there.
Absolutely.
There's your Bandcamp
Yes.
right there.
Yeah, the whole disc is up, and you could also get the comic. It should be a little better link to it than that, but you know, I'm an amateur programmer, so
No.
You can
figured
send
that
it
out.
as a gift.
You can say, you know what? This is the time of year when people tend to buy gifts.
oh yeah, it's definitely be a great gift of new perspective.
This is really good timing
Absolutely.
because the big holiday is coming up, winter solstice.
It just happened to be around that time. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy things happening the weekend. Not only the day that lives in infamy in American history, but also the birthday of the greatest king that's ever lived, the old king of Thailand, Bhumibol Adulyadej. He was King Rama IX. His birthday, the nation of Thailand actually made it his birthday, Father's Day, and he a couple of years ago died right before it. And we, having been in touch with Thai culture, happened to see that ticket prices plummeted to get over there because all the festivals got canceled, and then everybody started wearing all black in mourning, which is generally taboo in Thai culture. So we went over and got to see like goth Thailand.
And you wore your black.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
of course. We brought nothing but black.
At a good ticket price.
Yeah.
Good ticket price, and we had friends over there who were like heart ached, just mourning, and got to be there with them, and they got to lighten up their lives, and that was a real blessing because they love hearing stories from how life is over here as we do there. And
Yes.
so
Yes.
this hat actually came from Thailand as well.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's fun.
I like your hat.
Thank you.
Your hat is so awesome.
It's a water buffalo or Krampus, however you want to look at
I
it.
saw it on the Krampus walk last weekend, and he was wearing it. And apparently, you said people kept thinking you were part of the walk.
Yeah, no, it's my day to day.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of
I
birthdays.
was working the Dallas
Oh, yeah.
Observer Music Fest, though. Weren't you working? You were working the Dallas Observer Fest. What?
No, it's just there supporting a plethora of friends.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
we had everybody from Rose Garden Funeral Party, our tour mates who won. Leo won Best Vocalist, and they won Best Hardcore Act. We were on the road with them when they got that nomination, and they were all like angry. They're like, "We're not
hardcore.
Why is this happening?" But
It's a generalization.
they won it, and we at the Domas that last weekend we saw Sub-Sahara. They're one of the only bands, thanks to parking and various circumstances, that we intended to see and saw, and they killed it live and won the best live act.
Best
for it.
live act.
And they're in the middle of their tour, and they're doing it too. I think they're still
Shout
on
out
the
to
road
Aaron.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys were all on tour, or they were on tour when they got the nomination. You were on tour with Rose Garden
Yes.
when they got nominated.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Black Cassettes also got a nomination too. I think they should have swept it, but then again, it's awards don't always reflect the work put in. But then again, it's just all recognition. I mean, nominations about as good as a win in my book. Grammys
I
work
agree,
the same
man.
way. So.
So shout out to Aaron, right? And a shout out to Leah. And so I was saying, speaking of birthdays, our
Oh, yeah.
engineer Ziggy, his birthday's in 9 days.
Oh no way! Happy
Yeah.
pre-birthday, Ziggy. Ziggy played the board. I just had to throw some
That's
Bowie
right.
in
You
there.
had to throw some Bowie. Do it,
Oh,
man. Do it.
Every
Do it.
day, every day. No, we're speaking of Bowie. We have some
Because you are a thin white duke, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm trying to put on some weight, trying to eat some beans, trying to. Bread's not doing it for me, so.
I'm a bread person too.
Yeah. Oh no, we found this purple wheat at Central Market. Oh my God, it's like the best bread.
Okay, so
ever.
what day do you go shopping at Central Market?
Man, what?
And do you wear your horns? Because I'm going to meet you there.
I have occasionally worn the horns and gotten different levels of service as a result.
Janie Slash, we should go back to Central Market once in a while.
I haven't been to Central Market in a while.
It's so fantastic.
And he said they have purple bread.
I
Something.
like
Yeah,
going
it's
to
purple.
Central
Purple bread's
Market
really good.
for the sample, especially when they have the cheese sample.
Yeah.
I
Oh
like
yeah, we
that
always
cheese
check out the
sample.
orphan bin, the cheese orphan bin, or the little discards.
They have the best
Oh.
cheese section.
They
Yeah,
do.
big time.
my
Is
God.
cheese discarded because it got cut in the wrong shape, you mean?
It's
Or-
not discarded. They were just odd ends.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so they take all like the little misshapen pieces and they'll call them the cheese orphans.
This is why I like having you guys on, because I learned little life tips.
Oh yeah, life hacks.
He doesn't
Yeah.
eat cheese. He's not human.
Oh, what?
That's what
No,
Velvet says. Velvet
okay.
says he's not human because he doesn't like cheese. Anybody who doesn't like cheese.
Hey, guess where we're going tonight? We're going to
I
the
like
church,
cheese a lot.
Oh yeah.
and they're having the Krampusnacht. Janie Slash, will you tell us about it?
Tonight at the church is the Vampire Court of Dallas's Krampusnacht event, and it is benefiting the New Beginnings Center of New Beginnings or something like that. And they're taking a toy drive, so bring toys out. You
Guess
get a
what? We
drink
have-
ticket for each toy, and then starting at 11, they have some amazing performances from Artie Dodger, Scarlet Divine, the Dead Girl Circus, and Tony Tabasco. She has a really awesome Krampus-themed aerial act.
Ooh, she's spicy.
Yeah, Tony Tabasco.
Is she like Chipotle Tabasco or just the regular old Miguel Henny?
No, I think
I
she's
don't
extra
actually know,
spicy.
but she's
Okay.
incredible. She's doing a Krampus Lyra act.
Oh,
Janie
nice.
Slash is part of Dead Girl Circus.
I'm the Dead Girl Circus. I'm the
half of it.
part of
Yeah.
it. Della Dead Girl's the main dead girl. I'm the
Ziggy,
helper
did
dead
I
girl.
send you a flyer or a link for that event? I'm just trying to remember. Maybe if I didn't, it's my bad. But it's
No.
Krampus not event. It was
It's at the church.
It's at the church.
So,
Tonight.
So Swiss Avenue. Second
Okay.
device is connected
Now.
properly and not in use of it. There we go.
We're back.
Okay.
There,
Well, we're
and-
not available anymore. Not available.
See, I like doing that. Okay, there we go.
There we go.
All right, we're back.
Yeah. Too much metal for one hand.
God is a Martian.
Yeah. Well, you know.
I get the feeling that Eve writes many of these lyrics, but you sing them. Am I right?
It's a pretty even collaboration. I mean, whenever we started, a lot of the ideas.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
There we go.
We had to get to this picture, and I really love this a lot because
I
it shows
love that
you in
shot.
full flight.
Yeah.
And there you get an image of what Eve does too on the vibraphone. So it's
Yeah.
totally badass.
Yeah,
Sorry to interrupt you.
No. It's so God is a Martian is basically, I want to say, our first full collaborative effort, because the first record I had already written in Dallas and then moved out to Vallejo and shown to Eve, and then she was like, I play vibraphone, and I'm like, what? And then we created vibraphone parts out of kind of what was already there, but this was written with the full pickup system.
Was
and
it a
the
Cosmic
vibraphone intact.
Birth?
Yeah, and we would hone the lyrics together. We would be like, no, how about this word? No, how about, like, what do we want to say? How broad do we want to keep it? How open do we want to keep it for interpretation? How specific do we want to be? And yeah, so it's definitely a full Gemini.
Yeah, I don't
Gemini
think
group
anybody like has prescribed like parts. It's when a song is being created, we'll add pieces or volunteer like certain things, like, oh, I think this would sound good here, but we don't have like a prescribed like lyricist or it's
Yeah, we often like take care of each other. I mean, there's a lot of times when Eve's like, no, instead of that on guitar, like, do this, and then and then another time I'm like, yeah, well, how about like try like this note on the vibraphone, so we'll swap notes for each other's instruments and do our own as well. Just it's fully collaborative from birth to transcendence.
Janie
There's no
Slash.
death.
Right. Would you say that 1 + 1 equals more than 2 in this case?
Yes.
That's really what I feel, and that's what you're describing, the creative process where each helps. And it's 1 + 1 equals a lot more than 2.
Absolutely.
I really enjoyed your set at the Little Spark Films fundraiser. That was the first time I ever got to see you guys actually
thank you.
play, and I really enjoyed it.
Thank you. Thank you so
Really
much.
good. It was good to get to hang out with you guys and watch you perform.
That show was a blast.
Secret of
Absolutely
Boris was
loved it.
awesome too.
Yeah, that was really, really fun. I was doing a paragraph to Taylor Transformation in The Great Bumblebee, who's having a well-deserved rest after years of tour. And I heard Secret of Boris start to play when I was in the van, like just coming.
And you were supposed to be on stage.
I was supposed to be on stage, so I was like, "Oh my goodness!" And I was like, "Wait, we've done this before. We did it at Reno's at Halloween 2013, and I wasn't in the band at the time, but I came on like in the middle of the same spot in the same song, Virus, and suddenly, oh, there's 2 guitars. So it looked planned, and it totally was.
Okay. Yeah, right. Gotcha. So you made it on our oversized Post-it note.
Love that.
nice.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a mutant sized.
Oh, that is an oversized poster.
With a mutant, weird, levitating hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like oversized.
That's not creepy.
Yeah.
We love
hand
oversized things on our show.
Oh yeah.
Like you
Oversized horns.
and Eve. You're bigger than the cosmos.
I have little bitty horns in here.
That's all right. Okay, so do I. So
Thank you.
we're both horned, and sometimes we're both horned. Nah, I'll leave that alone. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Janie Slash, Eve Walding, Paragraph Taylor, Satan. We belong together, is what I'm trying to say.
Likewise.
Let's write a song right
I
now.
don't
Yeah,
know what
we
to know. We're
should.
not writing this. He always tries to do this.
This doll needs an ear piercing.
There you
Right
go.
here. Right here.
right here. Right here.
Right here.
So I tried to bring, in your honor, all of the horned beasts that we have here.
Oh,
this one,
thanks.
that one. Okay, and
Don't
Janie,
touch the Krampus doll.
Janie Slash is Queen of Rats.
Oh,
So, yes, she
the
controls
band
them.
or animal? Oh, okay, animal. Okay.
Animals.
Yeah,
You should get little horns for them.
Right? Would be so cute.
oh,
This is
little
Ramon.
Krampus rat horns.
Yeah.
Krampus. No, that doesn't work.
All right. So if you go to Bandcamp,
Yes.
and this is for ManifestiV, capital V,
Mm-hmm.
you can purchase the physical CD
Absolutely. Oh, and
or the download.
Yes.
Should we show them how that
Please.
looks on the
please.
inside?
Yeah,
Oh,
please.
yeah, go ahead.
All right. So not only see on the back, there's a picture of a Bodhi leaf, which is from Thailand, and then lo and behold, each CD has its own leaf, straight out
Oh,
of
yeah, put it,
Thailand.
yeah, there you go.
Oh, that looks magic.
Yeah, it's absolutely magic. Yeah, and they're all from Chiang Mai, Thailand, which is about 9 hours north of Bangkok. And then the lyric insert not only has the Tripilcro on the front, but it has all of the credits on the back. And this is copper paper. So, yeah, there's going to be tweakers trying to sneak into your house and steal it. I'm totally kidding. I don't know what any of that is. And then, of course, there's an alien spell or message or recipe, whatever you want to call it, on the compact disc itself as well.
Okay, so Eve, can you explain that a little bit? Because here it is here too,
Yes.
right? And is this the universe telling me that I will transcend, I will overcome, I will eclipse this life?
Well, the message can be whatever you want it to be.
Oh, okay.
It's actually up to the person reading it to give it meaning, because in the end, like, you have full control over your own perspective in life and in actions.
Absolutely.
And how you internalize or react to any event, we all control that.
Absolutely.
Well, the basis of a prayer is just asking the universe for something to guide you. And that's why I like to leave the meaning open, because everybody needs something different in their lives to help them complete their journey.
Absolutely. And it's all within the power of manifestation, hence the band name. You know, just will it, dude, and there is no dream. Theodore Herzl, State of Israel.
And don't be so specific maybe in what you are needing, wanting, requesting, because it
Yes.
could come in a different form.
Absolutely, absolutely. No, I had a good friend tell me that a long time. You know, if you like wish for something really specific, really hard, you rule out all the other greater possibilities.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
A different door could open with something better.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. So be pretty broad. I remember when we were in Thailand that last time, we were working with a drummer at the time, and we're still wonderful friends with him. He's got his own duo out in Brooklyn now, and we were just like, yeah, we're gonna do Europe next summer. Gonna do it. And both Eve and Jeremy was his name. Were like, just I don't know, man. Try not to force it, because then it won't necessarily work. And then I ended up like letting go, and then boom, where were we this summer for 6 weeks? Europe. And I'd like totally just let my intent just be known to the universe and not try to like force squeeze it out. Man.
Right. Don't force squeeze it out.
Gotta stay open.
And you were talking about last time just how awesome Berlin is. And
Oh man, it's probably my favorite non-Asian city that lasts for more than a week.
And look, one of the other advantages of living in Dallas, we have an international airport here.
Oh yeah,
And you can fly directly to Berlin.
Yeah. No. Dallas is like surprisingly very international. I mean, I know it always has been plus or minus a little bit, but especially now, it's just like we have neighbors now in our place we settled into. We have this one guy who exported a pickup truck from Bahrain. That's in the Persian Gulf. Like, just getting it onto the mainland would be a fortune, but all the way over here, it's like, just buy another Tacoma, dude. Like, what are you doing? But his license plate has a 666 in it, so I thought you'd like that.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, but so yeah, no, it's very international here. So we don't ever feel like we're too far from travels, and we have more to write, and lots of things coming down the pipes, and holiday surprises for anybody on the ManifestiV mailing list. Hint, hint. Exclusively.
Is that the email mailing
Yes,
list?
absolutely. Email mailing list that you can join on manifestiv.com, and
There we go. All right, there's been.
there it is.
Yeah,
Boom.
okay.
Yeah, you should be able to join the mailing list from there as well. But if you click any of those links on the top, especially our name, it takes you straight to the website. And there's a mailing list subscription on the bottom. Yeah, there's the Tri-Pill Crow. If you click that, it takes you down to a video. You scroll down further. Mailing list. That's all you have to do.
Gotcha.
Boom.
So, yeah.
We loathe spam and will never spam you or steal your email address. Trust me. No, I was thanking everyone that helped us for the CD release the other day, and Facebook tore it down. They're like, this goes against our community standards. I'm like, what? Because it's not aligning with the divide and conquer agenda that you have in your built into your algorithms? Like, there's too much love here? What's the problem?
Too much love
They
for
said,
Facebook.
they said my burlesque ad was like promoting solicitation of prostitution.
Wrong state.
Wow.
It's not,
It was just
like
like a burlesque show.
yeah, somebody didn't do the research. Facebook.
It was hilarious.
Yeah.
I screenshot it and sent it to my friends, and we were all laughing about it. It was like, that sucks. I can't advertise on Facebook
I
anymore.
almost wonder if they're doing that to continue to promote themselves, because they know, because that's exactly what I did too, that you'll screenshot it and repost the rejection. They're like, we got
Yes,
them.
yes.
Whatever.
Well,
It's
they lost
fine.
out on money. That's the stupid part.
Yeah, big
like
time.
there's nothing bad in the flyer or on the event page.
No.
It says exactly what it is. It's like, hey, well, you just fucking missed out on advertising money.
Wow. So you guys were going to sponsor it, and
I
then
was
they
going to
flagged
boost it. I was trying to boost it. I can
Wow.
post the event. I just can't boost it.
That's ridiculous.
They rejected my
That's
boost.
ridiculous.
Eve, a couple of proudest moments from God Is A Martian. I think the leaf has got to be one.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's pretty magical.
But I mean, musically, a couple of your proudest moments.
I think for me, it was finishing the album after having worked on it for so long. Having that closure and that feeling of release and completion.
And then you put your art out there,
Yes.
and it's going to be accepted or shunned or whatever happens. It's out there, but you've got it out there, and it's you. It's you, and it's Paragraph.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's got to be a good feeling
Yeah, that's
to wrap up something and then have it completed.
yeah, and even just from the personnel standpoint, like, I'm beyond blessed. I feel like Fred and Limp Bizkit or Maynard and Tool, like, there's an incredible visual artist in the band. We don't have to outsource this stuff. It's all just, and she's got just, I have worlds. She has galaxies of ideas,
Yes.
literally just saturating everything. So it's a real blessing.
You're the state, she's the Milky Way.
For sure.
You know.
For sure. Absolutely.
Man, it's so cool to have you. And I think you guys
Thanks
are
for having us.
such a unique and wild and cool band. And the hot and the cold and the mellow and then the violent.
The balance.
The balance, some imbalance, and then it comes back to balance in my head, and I don't know. I like the road you travel.
Thanks. We like to show people how to
It's the
find
road
the
less
calm intention.
It's the road less traveled.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. We're macheting bamboo constantly.
You were telling me about 2019, and I think you said is going to be a songwriting break, or is it going to be embarking on the new? Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, definitely going to be a lot of songwriting. We're a bit behind on studio time. You try to set up a studio, even with current technology, in 88 square feet of tour bus space. It's just not very practical. So there's been quite a backlog of ideas that deserve nurturing, and I've got a few other projects too. Secret of Boris is also working on new recordings, and we're doing things beyond just writing new ManifestiV. With ManifestiV, like, we have huge plans for Halloween that I won't even start to trickle until
Halloween 2019.
That's right.
All right, can we be part of it, please?
Oh yeah. We'll put you in on that.
All right,
for
good.
sure.
All right.
Yeah, absolutely. And keeping just real busy. Really, really happy. I mean, here we are, 48 hours after the CD release. Home studio's already all set back up. It's like, yes, we don't have to move this for
yes.
months. Awesome. I do know that Deep Ellum Arts Festival is on our radar as far as our next time you can catch us in Dallas.
Okay, in the
That
spring.
would be awesome.
That's right.
Wait, so you'll be on stage?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
good.
And that'll be the next time that you can catch us live. Brianni Lee, who puts together Deep Ellum Arts Festival, she's one of the many team members, but definitely a key player, to put it lightly. We've known each other for over half our lives, and she's really been wanting us back the past few years, but scheduling hasn't really happened. I mean, right when we landed in Texas at the beginning of 2016, we debuted a lot of these songs at the Deep Ellum Arts Festival. Like what ended up becoming God Is A Martian was played there for the first time.
Gotcha.
I think Just Wait was as well. So yeah, this one, it just don't know what to expect. So just come out
There you
and
go.
get blown away, please.
Hey, speaking of that, this Saturday in Deep Ellum is the marketplace.
Yeah.
The holiday marketplace.
Holiday market, noon to 6
Oh, no
in
way.
Deep Ellum. A lot of vendors. And of course, it's free. Just come and do your
Yeah,
holiday
go
shopping.
out and get holiday
Awesome.
shopping. Support local small business.
Well, that'd be perfect. Yeah, because Secret of Boris is playing with Stabbing Westward at Gas Monkey Bar and Grill that night. So that'll be something to do during the day.
Oh yeah, that's the thing I wanted to do that night.
Yeah, it's going to be an incredible
Secret of
show.
Boris,
Rivethead's
yeah.
going to be there as well.
And of course, you'll be on stage with SOB.
Yes, yes.
At Gas Monkey. That's going to be a good feeling.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be.
One more thing I want to
visceral.
throw in. At 7 o'clock on Saturday, the 15th, is the book release and book signing for Head Cheese. We had the guest on last week. Her name is Jessica Hageman.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Hageman.
Okay.
And she's this is her novel,
Super cool.
and it's about a sexual fetish.
Nice.
Anyways, she is at Deep Vellum Books at 7 p.m.
Cool.
So the Arts Fest in Deep Ellum till 6, and then if you want to run over to Deep Vellum at 7, you're playing later that night
That's
at
right.
Gas Monkey.
That's
just
right.
go over to Gas Monkey. You can hit all the stops.
Yeah, it's a cool thing about Dallas.
Do
There's
all
no
the
shortage
things.
of anything to do there, but it's not too oversaturated either. It's not like L.A. or Austin can be at times where it's just like too much. I'm going to stay home. No, it's just enough.
We had to work on a big film race this weekend, and so could not be at your launch on Friday. I apologize, man.
Oh no! There's a lot of team members we worked with. We're usually doing audio and visual art for those teams as well, and for that we wish we could have been a part, but we had to have
Yeah,
our baby.
you were there last year.
Yeah, that was real tons of fun doing it last year.
You
I
guys
remember.
helped me with my wound.
Remember that? Yeah. Yeah, little. There we go. It's real now.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. It's way fun.
We're gonna actually wrap it up, but
Totally cool.
any other shout outs or high fives to regarding the new production, the new release, anything related to that?
No, just all the studios that helped us out. Mediocre Studios down in Leander, Texas, helped us do the mix and master and make our
Leander.
tracks come to life.
Nice.
Prairie Sun Studios up in Cotati, California, that recorded Tom Waits' Bone Machine and what's the other Tom Waits record? I can't think. Mule Variations. They won Grammys for those. That's where we cut the whole record. Nate Nacita there.
So you're pleased with the sound?
Oh man, it is like it's huger than I've ever envisioned us, and it's like okay, that's the size we're talking, because we were very electronic for a while and it had some live elements, but now that it's
So
all
quick
even.
question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Play it loud in your living room or headphones?
Both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean separate
Separate
times.
times. All right.
Yeah, simultaneously if you're
I was gonna say at the
gutsy.
same time. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Buy 2 copies.
No, it is a trip of a headphone mix, but it also plays very well in the stereo, and it plays very well out of an iPhone speaker. And we were absolutely sure to make sure it's awesome. However you.
Okay, so on
All
headphones,
formats.
are you doing this to me?
Oh yeah, there's a ton of pan action for sure. I'm really pan happy. Always have been. Always will be.
Yeah, even live.
Oh yeah. No,
True.
for sure. Live now we have the stereo guitar amps going. Leah Lane from Rose Garden Funeral Party, bless her heart, she gave me a Vox AC-15 for my birthday last year, and I just started playing a tube amp, so now I have an orange Avatar tube on one side and the Vox on the other, and it's live stereo. And then Eve's vibraphone is going to the house stereo as well. There's a lot of traveling information there for sure.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Way cool. Thanks guys for having us.
But yeah, any shameless mentions? Let's do it now. Or did you cover all the bases?
Pretty much covered all the bases.
Stabbing Westward. and
Stabbing
Secret of
Westward,
Boris.
Secret of Boris on the
Saturday.
15th.
Gas Monkey.
Yeah.
Guess what? Come and have fun in Deep Ellum. There's a lot going on
Yeah,
on that
big
day.
time.
on that day. The market that Kelly does is fantastic, and this is a time I'm told that people go out and buy stuff for friends, and so it's that season.
It's the time to do that for sure.
We love you. It's ManifestiV. This
Love you
is
guys.
their new release.
God is a Martian.
Is a Martian. Thank you very much, guys. We're going to say adios, and we'll be back next week with that guy from Terrifier, Janie Slash, David
Howard Thornton.
David Howard
Nice.
Thornton. We showed
the
a quick
clown.
image of him earlier. He is an evil, evil fucking clown.
Ooh,
From
my favorite.
You can see it right now on Netflix, I think. Or
Oh, there
That's
it
him,
is.
that's
Oh, man.
That's really cool.
Kill him.
Nightmarish.
He'll be joining us, man, next week.
Awesome.
Yep.
Come and have some blood with us. Support the underground. We say adios for now.
Have a good week.
Adios.
Yeah, the Corpsepaint Show. Every Sunday we're here live. We're going to give you 90 minutes of live, great, irreverent shit. And also just talk about Satan and talk about movies and talk about metal and talk about Jenny Slash's weekly dose of horror.
Yeah. Texas Frightmare Weekend. I am here with Dee Wallace. Don't stare at my boobs the whole time.
Sure, I do get comments from occasionally religious fanatics.
I've seen people stop and down.
Want to wag their finger at me for a ring saying,
The Corpsepaint Show rules.